Well, the last thing I want to talk about here is the changes that the Police put together when they started doing this live, when they went out on tour in 1981 with the album. And it may have just been later too, but the big deal is, and this is really unusual, it's they've transposed it to a different key. Now, a lot of times if you do that, you'll just change it a little bit, a half step higher or lower, depending on what you want to do with your voice. But they went from using E flat and C to using A flat and F. The exact same relationship between those two chords as between E flat and C, but it's now in a completely different vocal range, and that may be why Sting wanted to do it, is he wanted to sing it in a different register. So that's my guess here. But the guitar part really just gets played, doing the exact same thing with with one or two more options, and that is, if we play the A flat now on the 6th string at the 4th fret, we do our same little slide up on the 4th string, and we can do the same thing on going down to F, and then we hear the drop, we hear the similar sound of what we had with the E flat and the C. Down to the 1st fret. Now, but what Andy does a lot of times is, rather than going down to the F, goes up to the F at the 8th fret of the 5th string. Sometimes you might still go down or up. Then when it gets into the descending by half step thing, our starting chord for that would be E flat. And I'm at the 6th fret of the 5th string, although I could have been at the 11th fret of the 6th string. Down a half and another half, and then our little run takes place over a C chord rather than a G chord. We could either do that. Usually in the videos I saw Andy doing this on electric guitar, it was part of the band, he was usually coming up to the 8th fret and playing the exact same little sequence. Or the E flat here and the D on the D flat, all on the 5th string, going from the 6th fret to the 5th and the 4th, and then up to the 8th fret for the exact same configuration of notes. Now, that could have also been played at the 5th fret. Anyway, you get the idea. So, and if we played in that key, using the A flat and the F, the lead now would take place in F minor. So for that, we would come up to maybe the 8th fret and use pattern 3. Which would be 8 and 11, 8 and 11, 8 and 10, 8 and 10, 9 and 11, and then 8 and 11 again. So that would be one approach to playing this in the alternate key that they tend to use live. So that, I think, is all I'm going into with this lesson. Fairly easy, kind of fun to play, and not really a lot there, but it's still very cool little riffs and good practice with alternating double time with single time in the same measure. So that's one of the big things I like to have people work on when they're playing Invisible Sun. In any case, listen to it, play along with it, and hope you enjoyed working on it.